Imagine descending into the ocean until the sunlight disappears. The world above becomes a distant memory. No waves, no colors, no horizon, only darkness. And somewhere in that darkness, something moves toward you. At first, you can barely see it. Then you realize why. You aren't looking at an animal hiding in the darkness. You're looking through it. Its body is almost completely transparent. No obvious skin, no solid-looking shape. Just faint edges, drifting organs, and two eyes suspended in the black water. And the strangest part is this. Transparency isn't a strange accident. For some ocean creatures, it may be one of the best ways to survive. But to understand why, we have to go deeper. As we descend through the ocean, sunlight disappears surprisingly quickly. The upper waters are filled with life, and that life is constantly hunting. Fish search for smaller fish. Predators search for almost everything. There is nowhere to hide. So many creatures rely on camouflage. But camouflage doesn't always mean changing color. Sometimes the best camouflage is having almost no visible body at all. For certain jellyfish, shrimp, fish larvae, and other ocean animals, light can pass directly through their bodies. Instead of presenting a dark silhouette against the water, they almost disappear. It's like trying to spot a window in a dark room. There's very little for a predator to see, and in the open ocean where there may be no rocks, plants, or caves to hide behind, this can be incredibly useful. But there is a problem. If you're transparent, how do you hide the parts inside you? Because muscles, eyes, stomachs, and organs aren't naturally invisible. And this is where things become much stranger. Some transparent creatures have evolved bodies that seem almost designed to erase themselves. Their tissues can scatter very little light. Their bodies may contain large amounts of water, making them surprisingly difficult to distinguish from the surrounding ocean. And some animals take this even further. Certain tiny shrimp-like creatures have transparent bodies, but their internal organs can still give them away. So, evolution has found another solution. The animals may position, reduce, or disguise visible parts of their bodies. In some species, the stomach can appear as only a faint shape. In others, reflective structures help manipulate incoming light. It's almost as if the animal isn't simply hiding. It's controlling what the ocean allows you to see. But this raises a larger question. Why would transparency become so valuable in the first place? The answer lies in the strange geography of the open ocean. Imagine standing in a forest. There are trees, leaves, branches, shadows, places to disappear. Now remove everything. No rocks, no plants, no caves, no walls, just water in every direction. This is the open ocean. For countless creatures, there is nowhere to hide. And worse, predators can approach from almost any direction. Above, below, from the side. In this environment, even a small shadow can reveal your location. A colored body can become a target. A dark outline can announce your presence. Transparency offers something different. It doesn't make the animal invisible in every situation, but it can make the animal harder to detect. And in a world where being noticed can mean being eaten, that difference can be everything. Still, scientists don't believe transparency has one single purpose. In some creatures, it may protect against predators. In others, it may help them approach prey. And sometimes it may simply be the result of living in an environment where being nearly invisible gives an advantage. But the deeper we go, the stranger transparency becomes. Far below the bright surface, the ocean enters a world of permanent darkness. Here, another problem appears. Some creatures produce their own light, tiny flashes, glowing organs, sudden blue-green signals in the blackness. This phenomenon is called bioluminescence, and it changes the rules completely. Imagine being almost invisible until your prey suddenly lights up beside you. For a transparent animal, darkness can be an ally, but light can expose everything. A glowing predator can reveal its own position. A glowing prey animal can become a target, and a transparent body may no longer be enough. So some deep-sea animals combine different forms of camouflage: transparency, reflective surfaces, dark pigmentation, light-producing organs. Each adaptation solving a different problem. It's not one perfect design. It's a constant battle between being seen and seeing others. And scientists still don't know exactly how many strange solutions evolution has produced, because there is a major obstacle. We can't easily observe these animals in their natural environment. Every time scientists bring a deep-sea creature toward the surface, something changes. Pressure changes, temperature changes, light changes. The animal may behave differently. Its body may even look different. So studying some of these creatures is like trying to understand a wild animal by examining it after transporting it to another planet. We can observe pieces of the puzzle, but the full picture remains hidden, and that creates one of the biggest mysteries in marine biology. How many transparent creatures are still out there? How many have evolved adaptations we've never seen? And how many animals disappear into the darkness so effectively that we don't even realize we're looking directly at them? What we've discovered only deepens the mystery. Because the ocean is not simply a place filled with strange animals. It is an environment that has forced life to become strange. And perhaps that's the most unsettling part. Transparency isn't a fantasy. It isn't something invented for a monster movie. It's a real survival strategy created by millions of years of evolution. Creatures have learned to become almost invisible in an environment that covers more than half of our planet, and we have only explored a fraction of it. Right now, somewhere beneath the surface, an animal may be drifting through complete darkness. No footprints, no sound, no obvious shape, just a nearly invisible body moving through an ocean that humans still barely understand. We like to imagine that we've mapped our world, but beneath the waves is another world entirely. A world where animals don't always need armor. They don't always need speed. They don't always need teeth. Sometimes, the most terrifying adaptation of all is simply disappearing.